Now, unfortunately, Shiba Inu coin has not been on the most bullish path over the last couple of weeks, or really over the last couple of months. Even though Bitcoin has been hitting new all-time highs, Shiba Inu coin has been hitting some fresh lows. Now, this may be deceiving for a lot of people, but this bearish action is simply because of the rotation. Right now, we are seeing a lot of money flow into Bitcoin. We are seeing a lot of institutions, a lot of retail investors, and a lot of governments buying and focusing on Bitcoin. When it becomes saturated, we are going to see the rotation. The rotation from Bitcoin, you got to pull this up here, the rotation from Bitcoin into altcoins. And when that happens, altcoin season begins, and meme coins could rip higher. Now we're going to be talking about it in light of the current price action on Shiba Inu coin right now, which may not be that bullish. So if it sounds like this is something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now we're going to be going over some Shiba Inu coin statistics, some bearish statistics in this video, just so that we can better brace ourselves for what's ahead. But before we do, I want to say one of the reasons that I don't get upset or I don't get emotional with all of these bearish signals is because I've been diversifying. And one of the tokens that I've been diversifying into is Doge Inu. So if you guys want to check out Doge Inu, these guys are building an entire ecosystem around their token. You get links for everything down in the description so you guys can get all of the details. But nonetheless, it's very easy. If you want to jump in, you can click on Connect Wallet. Now, I like to use Wallet Connect, and then I scan that QR code with the best wallet on my phone. But of course, you guys can connect however you'd like. From there, an example, 250 USDT, you guys are walking away with 49,728 Doge Inu tokens. If you open the app, you get access to the dashboard. Now, the dashboard shows you that you guys can trade any crypto in your wallets. This is one of my favorite parts, for Doge Inu. So, for example, if you've been sitting on a token that has been doing nothing, maybe you bought a BNB coin a year ago and it's doing nothing, and you guys would like to swap that for Doge Inu, you can. You're going to be giving yourself a chance at that point for some potential gains, especially on launch day. You can see the projection for their price. Current price, 0.5027 cents. Listing price, expected to be 1 cent. And the price predictions beyond listing, of course, it's going to be up to the market, is 1.5 cents. So potential very good gainer here. And if you want to see all of the transactions as they come across, you guys have access to all of that live data. But this is what I really want to show you. 820,000 followers out on their X account. Guys, this is absolutely incredible. These guys are a marketing powerhouse. They've got a lot of pull out on X, and I believe that this could go. I mean, look, Shiba Inu coin's got 3 million followers, right? Some of these posts here get better impressions than the Shiba Inu coin Twitter gets. So think about that. This has got a lot of potential, especially as the bull market kicks off. But let's talk about what's happening right now. We've got a lot of bearish activity on Shiba Inu coin, so this is something that we have to get through. Now, some of the key points of this article. Shiba Inu coin is currently trading around 1276 with a slight 0.70% gain, but the overall trend remains bearish. And if we look at that, yeah, Shiba Inu coin sitting at 1288 right now. It is trying its best to bounce back off of these fresh lows. I mean, look how strong this support is, though. Testing, 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 testing again. This is a very long, multi-year level of support that Shiba Inu coin is sitting at. So I do feel very confident that this could hold up as long as traders do not begin to panic and as long as fear does not set back in. Right now we're sitting at a level of 57, I believe. Yeah, 57. CoinStats shows it as greed. CoinMarketCap shows it as neutral territory. It is probably a little bit more, I guess, adequately named neutral territory. Looking at that, the price of $12.76 could be the bottom. Which, if you guys are, the funny thing is, nobody ever wants to buy the bottom, right? Everybody always wants to buy the top, but nobody ever wants to buy the bottom. Now, the price is below all key moving averages, reinforcing downward pressure and strong resistance near 1400. Now, I don't necessarily agree that moving averages are leading indicators, okay? So when you're talking and you're reading these articles indicating that, how did it word it? It says indicating or reinforcing downward pressure, right? I don't believe that the pressure needs to continue being downward. Moving averages are lagging indicators. They're simply showing you what the price has done. And based on what it has done, a lot of people believe that that is what is going to continue happening. But guys, prices change all the time. These moving averages, which are simply showing us what the price has done over the last few months or days or whatever, depending on which one you're using. The yellow line is a 200-day exponential moving average. Sure, it is moving lower. But if we take a look at the 50-day moving average, we can see that it is already beginning to rise. So knowing that, just understand that moving averages are lagging indicators, not leading indicators, and we can't make necessarily price predictions based on what they're doing. Sounds a lot more bearish than it really is. This article says that a support zone is holding between 1250 and 1260 with potential downside toward 1200 if broken. Now, yeah, sure. There's not much room between 1250 right here and 1200, right? It's just this little wick that we've basically got on that candle. So they are right. I say 1200, but the exact level is about 1250, where the major level of support on Shiba Inu coin is. But if we do wick down to 1200, it's not going to be the end of the world. And of course, major support beyond that is 1,000 points per coin. And the crazy thing is, right, because we are nowhere near an altcoin season, because we are still extremely Bitcoin dominated. Bitcoin's sitting at 104, 105,000, and Shiba Inu coin is low. So Bitcoin does not have to fall much below $100,000 per coin, and we would probably expect Shiba Inu coin to be testing that 1,000 point per coin level once again. So we need to get that confidence back, and we need to move more into an altcoin or meme coin territory or season before we end up seeing a lot of confidence flowing back into these coins. And finally, the RSI is hovering near oversold at 34.30. Well, the MACD shows weakening bearish momentum, but no clear reversal yet. So the relative strength index, right, or the RSI, sitting just above oversold territory, does not indicate yet that technical traders are going to be buying back in. If you've got technical traders that are trading the RSI, what typically happens is it falls below and becomes oversold, and then they buy as it breaks back out above that level. So knowing that, we may experience some continuation to the downside, or at least some continuation of consolidation before Shiba Inu coin is able to break back up and move higher. So what does this give us the opportunity to do? Accumulate more. Now, guys, I do continue to buy, and I do continue to trade, and one of the places that I do so is the KSEX exchange. That's what you guys see on the screen right now, and these guys are, look, you're not going to find cheaper fees. 0% maker, 0% taker fees on SHIB futures. So if you guys are interested in trading on up to 75x leverage, you absolutely can out on KSEX. If you're interested in holding long term, make sure to hold on the blockchain so that you are in custody of your crypto. And one of the ways that you guys can do that is through Best Wallet. You guys got links for everything down in the description below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.